Hello everyone, my name is Pritam and you're watching Tech with Pri. Welcome to my channel and I'm back with another tech video. This is the sixth video of this tutorial series called Cloud Computing with Microsoft Azure. In my last video, we have done the detailed discussion on Azure portal. We came to know about the different things that is available in the portal and how we can interact with them, and we have also checked some settings which we can customize based on our need. And so all of the stuffs we have gone through with the Azure portal, and that video is already uploaded in my channel, guys. So I would recommend you just go ahead and check that video so that you have the clear concept about Azure portal. Don't worry, I'm going to put the link in the description, and also you can find the link right now in your screen. All right, now in today's video we are going to learn about the PowerShell, or like, no PowerShell, it's actually Azure Cloud Shell. Now, I just want to tell you, like already I mentioned in my last video, that if you are not from programming background, if you are not interested to learn programming also, you just want to learn cloud, Azure, and you don't want to move to programming. So it's absolutely fine, guys. I mean, this is not a programming language we are going to learn or something like, Python code, .NET. It's nothing actually. It's the simple scripting language, and this is the language we will use to create the same thing which we are doing in the portal. Like for an example, if I create a virtual machine in a portal, from the Azure portal, which we're going to do in the next video, we will also see how it can be done with the help of the PowerShell. And the code would be pretty simple, guys, and you will understand it. Trust me, you will understand it. Okay, so let's see what are the things that we are going to cover today. Okay, so first we will learn about the Azure Cloud Shell. So we will discuss where it is located and how you can access it. Actually, we did it already. We will just see it in a better way. Next, we'll understand that why you need to know scripting. So I believe that you should not just move on like because I'm telling you need to learn or you need to know about it. Why you need to know this? It's very important to clear the reason before doing it or before learning it. Next, we will go to we'll see some PowerShell and CLI command, and I'll show you that it is quite similar and it's pretty easy to remember. And we'll also test it in our Azure Cloud Shell. All right, and also you can connect your PowerShell to the your system PowerShell to the Azure. There are some procedures for that, but we'll not cover in this video. We will just understand about the Azure Cloud Shell. We'll focus on that, but definitely in future I will create a video where I will show you how you can connect your PowerShell to the Azure account by installing few modules. Okay, but I don't want to make it a bit complex. It would be very easy and very straightforward. So while we're waiting, let's get started. Okay, so I'm here in Google. Let's go to our Azure portal. So portal.azure.com, and already again the all the details of Azure portal has been discussed. So this is the notification coming. Okay, as usual, this is the balance is remaining. Again, the balance management and the cost analysis, all these things will be covered in next week videos. All right, this is the Cloud Shell button just beside the search bar. So if I click that, now there is something that I need to tell you here. So once you will click it for the first time, you won't get this page first. uh, you can see the Azure PowerShell is loading, but you won't get at the beginning, because whatever you are writing in the PowerShell, the code, everything, so PowerShell, or I mean Cloud Shell demands a storage account. To start Azure Cloud Shell, a storage account needs to be configured. That would be get in touch with the Azure Cloud Shell. So once you will click on this button, you will get an option to create a storage account. All you just need to do is just select yes or continue. Forgot what would be the exact option, but just you need to press yes or something, and then you will have a storage account that you need not to worry about it, and then you can use the PowerShell or Bash. So that's it. So storage account is mandatory to use the Azure Cloud Shell. So you don't need to create, external storage account. You just need to click on the Azure Cloud Shell and it would be done automatically. You just need to choose the yes option. And I'll just quickly show you. If I just go to the storage account, if I just search for the storage account, so let me minimize it first. So this is the storage account which is showing. Don't worry guys, we will learn about storage account in future videos in detail. But I just wanted to show you that this is the storage account that has been created for PowerShell. So I'll click the PowerShell. So we are into the PowerShell now. Now here you can use PowerShell, and also you can use Bash. Bash means it is the CLI. It is asking switch to Bash in Cloud Shell. So you can have the Bash feelings. I mean, like if you are Unix or Linux user, you can use the Bash at the same time. But both the commands are important. And why you need to know both the commands is like, if you appear for the Azure administrator exam, especially uh, AZ104, there Azure or Microsoft won't ask you for writing a program or writing script, but they will give you a script, or they will just tell you, for example, for virtual machine, these script they will give you, and they will give a fill in the blanks, and you need to fill it out. So in this way, it would come for the exam. Okay. All right. Then we have a bash here. So again, like you can use bash and PowerShell. And there's a good thing about PowerShell is when you are in PowerShell, I will again switch back to PowerShell. In PowerShell, you can run also bash command. It will work. I'll show you. Okay, now we have got the idea of Cloud Shell. We'll see why we need to know scripting and this thing. Now, programming and scripting. So let's see what are the ways we can connect with our Azure resources, like what we create or what we will create in future, how we will connect. So there are four ways actually. First, we can connect with the Azure portal, like portal.azure.com. This is a visual portal, and we are gonna connect with our resource. We'll perform things 70% to 75% to the Azure portal itself. So be happy. And next, we will have PowerShell in Azure, like PowerShell and or the Bash. We can use them. So we have the JSON. So JSON is very powerful language, and this is actually the Azure Resource Manager template, the ARM template. We'll see it in a separate video later, where you will understand the importance of it. So these are the four ways we can connect to the Azure resources. Now, why we need scripting? The first option would be the very familiar term for every IT people, and also nowadays everybody knows about this. It's the automation. Suppose you need to create 10 virtual machine, okay, 10 virtual machines, and you are doing it in Azure portal. So every time you will create, you will choose different option, and then you will submit it. Then your virtual machine will take time to create, and then you will go for another one. It would take time. And nowadays we all want our work to be done fast and quickly. So this can be possible with the help of the scripting. So you can just write a code for I mean, like 5 to 6 line, it would be maximum, and I'll show you the demo uh, when we will create Azure virtual machine in our next video. And every time, like, you can just change the location or maybe change the virtual machine size. You can do just little changes here and there, and then you can just again copy and paste this command. So again, another virtual machine will be created. This is the way of automation, right? So you can do easily the repetitive tasks. Second, reduce errors. Like when you are doing it in the portal, there would be chance that you do some mistakes and something happens, some error occurs, something, anything can happen. But in PowerShell or the scripting or the coding, you don't have any problem. It will have less error because you are just changing few things once you are doing the repetitive task. So it would be very easy to communicate and to the Azure resources. You'll see it how fast it is actually. And finally, documentation. So now documentation is like if you have a script of creating virtual machine, or maybe a bit complex like a Kubernetes service, if you have a script on that, and every day you need to create a Kubernetes service, or maybe Azure virtual machine, or maybe storage accounts. Okay, anything you can do with the help of the scripting or the PowerShell or Bash. So if you have a script for that, like, so every time you can just open it, you can just copy and paste it, and you just need to change few things. That's it. I mean, that is way you can, it would be easier for you if you document it. So it is good for the documentation purpose also, right? There would be many benefits of scripting. So these are the most common benefits I could found. So now let's go a bit deeper and let's see some commands on Azure CLI and PowerShell. So for CLI, let's see the commands. So these are the commands, and for the PowerShell we have these commands. So first we have the CLI. For CLI, this command is az account show, and then This is the properties. This is how you should write properties. Okay, double dash, you can see two dashes are there, and then output. So you want to show your account, you want to see your account actually in a table format, so it will give you output in a table format. So let's see how it works. So I'll just copy it. This is the Azure Cloud Shell, and as I mentioned, in the PowerShell also the bash command will work. I will just, okay, pasting will not work. And you see, this is the way it will come output. So I have written output as a table, so it comes in a table way, in the table format. Pretty simple. Az means Azure, account means your account, show means you know it. So it's pretty simple English. It's nothing like hash include stdioh. Okay, these are, I mean, common header line for C language. Many of you know. So it's pretty simple. Az account show, output would be type table type. This is the CLI command. Now, same way, if I want to do it from the PowerShell, what we need to do is that get az subscription in PowerShell. And you can see it comes in a same format. So you can understand this is pretty simple. Like in PowerShell, it is get az, az for Azure again, subscription together. So this is a command to get the subscription details. Let's see few more commands. All right. Now next we can see az VM list. It's az Azure again. VM means virtual machine list. So it will give you the list of virtual machine which is available in your Azure portal. Like if if you have created two virtual machine, it will show the list. We'll just check it. In the same way, we can use get az VM to get it, the VM list in the PowerShell. Again, to creating new virtual machine, we want to use in PowerShell new dash az VM, and the dash is very common in PowerShell, you can see, and in CLI we do not have dash. To create a VM in CLI, we just need to use az VM create, az VM delete. So in this way, we are gonna you can remember this, and it would be very easy. The more you practice, guys, the more you will remember. That's the simple technique. Nothing rocket science is there. I mean, it's pretty simple to remember. It's totally in English. Now we will just see a few commands more. So get az VM, it should give me the VM list. So I have a virtual machine called test VM. If I just show you, uh, see, there is a virtual machine test VM, which is showing, it is available. The location is East US. I have, you can see the location is East US. I have hosted it. VM size D2S V3. Don't worry about it. I will discuss it in the next video once we create the virtual machine. So all I wanted to show you that by typing just simple code, we can get the list of the virtual machine. We get the subscription, and we can get everything. Whatever you can do in Portal, you can do the same thing in the PowerShell also. Okay. Now I will just give you the link to the Microsoft sites where you can get the details of the like this is the is it CLI Azure CLI command list of commands, and we also have command for PowerShell. You can see this is the page for PowerShell command. I'll just post you the link. Don't worry on it, and you can just Google it for the Azure PowerShell commands. And you can see this is the command for creating a new virtual machine. And we know the creating new virtual machine, we need to write the code new azvm, and then we have the resource group name. You can see name, location. So this is by copy and paste this code, a virtual machine will be created in few minutes. That we will see in our next video when we'll create in virtual machine. So this is how we are going to progress with the PowerShell and CLI. I believe the concept is clear, guys. You can see it's pretty easy. So this is it for today, guys. In the next video, we will see how we will create a virtual machine. Okay, that would be very important. If you find it helpful, guys, please hit the like button. If you have any doubts, please comment. So please share this video with your friends and family so that it can reach out to many people. Thank you for watching. Have a great time. Bye bye.